studio. You know when to violate, baby, really and truly. I'm a main thug, villain ain't Julio, he moody, yo. Type of brother that with the real shook, scared to death, act, yo. X that, look at shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way she make me wanna get all in the, yo. Top mistress of the videos. While I'm with my freak like we up in the freak shows. Hit you with the, make you feel it all in your toes. Hot, got all my people in red clothes. Metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you're messing with lyrical player pros like that. You really wanna party with me? Let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, ain't gonna be trust. Yo, it's a must that you heard of us, yo, we murder us. A lot of people is wondering and they curious. I mean, in my unit, do it is so mysterious. Furious, all of my people is serious. Shook others be walking around fearing us. Front, baby, like you don't wanna be hearing us. Gotta listen to Harry, he'll be playing us. 30 times I take it to make it delirious. Damaging everything on the...
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Calling officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The slot man in motion right. Here's Lawrence to throw. And down he goes. Brought down, Raiders sack. Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And that is incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense, and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Joshua Hines-Allen there on the stop. The Raiders at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll look to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Back to throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Southern Nevada and Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. The kicker, Daniel Carlson, has this one teed up. Off we go from Vegas. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, intercepted on the 2nd play of the game. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Back to throw. Open man. That's Trey Tucker. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. And some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars will take over at their own 14-yard line.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw is Lawrence. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Jacorian Bennett. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last two throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next...
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Adafe Owe bursting it and recording the sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught at the 3. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. He's got room to the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
A first down throw for Lawrence. That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Is it a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
A handoff to Pacheco.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. That one, take it in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Isn't it just so nice when you have a guy like this, when you're deep in the red zone and you need to finish with 6? Not only does the defense have to account for him on the ground in a more traditional fashion, but when you have this many ways to get him involved in the passing game, it is just so hard to stop.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. This one complete right side. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
They run out of the gun. It's Cook. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Here's a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return go. First and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And we're back in Vegas after this. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Big Christian Wilkins, the one who brought him down. 3rd and a yard. Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
Their own 41-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the move, past the 40. Down the right sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Carlson able to knock through the extra point. And the Raiders will move out to a 14-7 lead. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. His drive will start on the ground. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Trayvon Merring up to make the tackle. Second and 7. To throw is Lawrence. A quick slant into the hands of Thomas. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's second and 3 to go. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Jacksonville.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a second and 6. In the pistol, here's Lawrence. The second down throw is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Third and 6. Austin brought in motion. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Jacorian Bennett. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
He's going to look for the home run ball. And the Jaguars are going to take possession at their own 3-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 3-yard line.
They'll come up here, first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. Well, he shows you the elusiveness getting out of one tackle, but not the other. Fortunate, really, to get back to the line of scrimmage on that play.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Lawrence now. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And they're going to move this one all the way up near the 30-yard line.
First rule of backed-up offense, get the first down. The last thing you want to do, punt the ball back and give your opponent a short field. Mission accomplished. Now, can they maintain possession long enough to see if they can cap this drive off with some points?
Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Miami. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A run up the middle with Pacheco. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Veteran safety Jamal Adams there for the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Lawrence. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up. Field and a chance to extend their lead. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
At the 15-yard line.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He puts it up, and it's caught. Touchdown, Vegas. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Well, a big play there and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
This one intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with first and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
Back to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
A 5-yard loss leads to second and goal. At the Jaguars' 17-yard line.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. This from 34 yards. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So we reach halftime here in Vegas, and the Raiders are in the lead. As we're off to Orlando, going to check in with Jonathan Coachman, who's got our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. And this ball's going to go out of bounds, not the way you want to begin the second half. The football will be marked at the 40-yard line. Here's first and 10. They'll run with Cook. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. That is Josh Hines Allen from his defensive end spot to record the sack. The Raiders have their punt team out there, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Pacheco. A nice nimble run as he manages to pick up 3. They face 2nd down and 7. He'll drop to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And that is incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Coming open, that's the tight end likely. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. It's a big play on 4th and inches. It's a gain of 34. First and 10 now from the 36. Handoff here, up the middle, and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Now they'll set up to throw. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, they go with Pacheco. Field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the 1st down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down. Now, faking the give. This is caught at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Third and 9. Incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Raiders send their punt team out. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Well, he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
They'll begin with a zone read. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 32-yard line. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28. He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing now from the gun. He's going to be taken down here. The defense comes up with a sack on the final play of this 3rd quarter.
31, Jaguars 15.
This a must stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it. It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And that is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter. Back out is Carlson following the made field goal. And he sends this kickoff away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Austin brought in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going for it all. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Slot receiver headed right. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. He's got his man right side. It's complete. A gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
It's a big play there on 3rd down, but there is a marker down, and that is not a good sign for the offense. A give here to Pacheco. Good blocking to the 15. And he's going to take this all the way home. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Jaguars. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. On the return, here comes Tucker. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down and 8. Going up top. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Charvarius Ward able to get the hand in there and make the play. Punt team out, ready to send this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco. And not a lot there. Only up to about the 41. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone inside the 20. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. A pickup of 44 yards. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. They send him right out of the slot. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here we go, 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal. And out of the gun, he'll throw to the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. Now they'll be looking at 3rd and goal. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with the lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 2.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. Oh, no, that is not going to work out at all. That will be a safety. Defenses dream about those, whether it's a pick six or a scoop and score. Even this one, Greg, 2 points. When the defense puts points on the board, they feel great about it.
Mike, talk about getting the job done on defense. Not only does it result in 2 points on the scoreboard, but now the offense is going to get the ball back, and likely with great field position.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they're going to hold up here in pass protection.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They'll look to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Jacorian Bennett. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
This has been tough to watch, Mike, really for a lot of reasons. And when you talk to everybody around this building, they know the future of this organization rests on the shoulders of this young rookie quarterback. And there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be missed throws and misreads. But 4 interceptions into today's game, you find yourself trailing here. At some point,